All right. All right. Hey guys. So welcome. This is going to be my second attempt at doing a Smash Bros. Ultimate analysis where I look at, this time it's going to be between a Lucas and Villager player. Rain is Lucas, Dongon is Villager. And these are two players from Buffalo. This is their tournament match in the bi-weekly we had. And I'm most interested in trying to pick apart Dongon, the Villager player, because he has a style that is kind of cancer. No, it's really really campy, and it's really defensive, and he relies on a few gimmicks that if you don't know how to deal with it, you're just gonna lose. And I think that's why he's so entrenched in this kind of play style, is because he plays against a lot of people that it works on. So I think he's just become convinced that what he's doing is a good idea. But Bailey is a really good example of someone who can pick apart this, right? He can demonstrate that it's a gimmick by punishing it, you know. So I think if Dongon was to play more people that punish this kind of stuff, then he'd be forced to change. So we'll take a look, see what he does, and not just Dongon in general. I'm interested in how to punish villagers, anything that he does. You know, when is he vulnerable? You know, let's find out. Oh man. So when they start this match, they just seem to be doing like a little button check or something. I'm not really sure what the hell they're doing. Oh, 1 second here. Oh, this guy grabs something. Okay. So yeah, it looks like they wait for the 650 mark, and that's when the game starts. Okay, Dongon. I think there's a really good chance he probably does this every single game. He wants to set up his camp, so he throws the hydrant to cover himself, and then he plants a tree immediately behind it. Bailey knows this though. He knows this, and he's already prepared for this. Jumps, boom, hits him. He gets his tree. He gets the little what do you call that? What do they call that? A baby tree? There's a term for that. What do they call that? Sprout? Yeah. And that's another point of vulnerability, is when you actually chop the tree one time. You chop the tree, you can be punished. That makes sense. So there's two moments, right, that I want to note. When you throw the hydrant, if you can manage to get over the hydrant in time, and while he's planting it, you should be able to hit him. Same goes for when he chops the tree one time. And the same should go, I would think, for watering it, but I think the water might be a little more risky, because if you miss, then the tree grows and hits you. So you got to be careful. And actually, even if you hit him, you might still finish watering it. I'm not actually positive on that. But anyways, you can hit him out of the chop. So cool. And one thing I want to note too is I think it's worth remembering that Villager is someone that you kind of have to respect when he's recovering from the stage, at least prior to the up B. You have to watch out, because that slingshot is really good at as a keep away tool, as we just saw there. He hits Rain out of there. And so there's a couple of habits too that I noticed. That platform, he loves platforms, and he likes doing one of three things at any given time. He will either run off the back of it, throw a rocket, or B, he drops a bowling ball off, which is like his staple. That's like his most favorite thing in the world to do, I think. And then also he likes to throw potted plants off by doing a dash attack. But Bailey is so prepared. Usually. I actually forgot I forgot he got hit by the first one. Oh shit. He's usually prepared. All right, he had to be reminded that he's playing Dongon. All right, and Dongon was happy to let him know. This part here I thought was weird. I don't know if this strikes any of you guys weird, but look at this. You know, actually, let's back up a little bit here. I think I actually skipped something I wanted to look at, but there is a thing I wanna get to. So he hits him with the bowling ball, and that's going to create a well, not really an edge guard situation. He's not that high of percent, but he gets him off the stage, which gives Dongon an opportunity to do what he did at the start of the game, which was throw the rocket, plant the tree. But because Rain is so far away, he's able to do what he wanted. He gets the tree, and he punishes Rain's approach, nares him out of there. But what I think is weird here is that he's like, look at this. Hold on, back up one time. Nair, fantastic, cool. But he throws the hydrant, I mean the rocket, which I guess is fine. But he has a platform. What do you call it? I guess a tech chase is what he has potentially. But he throws the rocket, fires a slingshot, and says, "Eh, guess I'm done." When really he had him on the run there. I think it was certainly possible that he could have chased. Also interesting that he gave up on his hut pretty quickly there. I don't know why. Maybe he knows that Rain isn't going to play his games, and he's willing to wait him out. I think. I actually don't know why he chopped that. Dongon, if you're watching, let me know. Why did you give up the tree that easily? Could also be maybe he's getting impatient, having a slight percent disadvantage, but now he's in the lead. Let's see, what do I want to look at here? 112. Yeah, okay. And my next note is around 130, but I want to know if there's anything else. It's a weird bowling ball. That must have been a mistake, I would think. Also, I just want to say for the record, I think any parry that happens within the first month of this game being out, I think is most likely a mistake. I don't know. I feel like no one has rehearsed punishes for any time they do a parry. So I want to say good job, but it was probably a mistake or unintentional. Anyways, this is a good attempt by Bailey here. Let's back up. I think this is probably a really good thing to note here. At any point in time, if a tree is not out and a hydrant is thrown, it is really likely that the next thing Dongon wants to do is plant a tree. Really likely. And Bailey knows this. So what's he try to do? He tries to go for the dash attack, but he just barely misses. And, yep, and he gets hit. He tries even jabbing after he misses, but, yeah. Nope, just barely missed. I think he probably couldn't quite, he's like, ah, oh, damn it. Like, he didn't want to believe it. He didn't want to accept that he missed, so he tried to jab anyways. By the way, I love this little volley here. Look at this. Lloyd Rocket. Dash attack. Like, this whole sequence is really funny because I love how, look at that. Look at the timing on that. Both projectiles simultaneously being fired, and Bailey's reaction is to just stand there. Like, that's actually kind of amazing patience, and also just having awareness of knowing where that pot's gonna land. He didn't even shield. He was that confident it wasn't gonna hit him. And actually, the flurry isn't over yet. He runs off slingshots. Whew. That was pretty cool. But at this point, I think Dongon kind of wants to give up on the camping stuff, right? It's been about a minute and a half, and maybe it's not working quite the way he wanted it to. But again, on the platform, there's only one of three things he wants to do, and I would say a good 70% of the time, it's a bowling ball. But Bailey's really ready for this, though. I may have misspoke the first time, but look how well he's like ready to position himself to punish. He misses here, but like damn, just barely. I imagine other characters would have an easier time at that because they have bigger, fair hitboxes. Let's see what we got here. Let me look at that again. See that edge guard? Because I had said we should, respect the recovery prior to up B. But he actually went for like a down air. Is that what he went for? Understandable that he would go for that, given the position. I probably would have went for down air too. But that double jump from Lucas can really, you can really drift pretty damn far. Wow. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. Well, whatever. He loves it. That's his favorite thing, man. The bowling ball off the platform. Hold on. What was that? 205. Yeah. I mean, bowling ball? Nope. Bowling ball? Bowling ball? Yep. Bailey's ready though for that punish, but he's just not in the right spot at the right time. And I wonder why. What stopped him from not doing it? Why was he out of position? I guess is what I want to know. Hold on. Oh, the hydrant. Yeah. Oh, he actually just hit that away. Okay. He could have probably ignored it. Although, what's really frustrating against Dongon is that the hydrant, he wants you to jump over it so he can shoot you with a slingshot. So maybe that's why he didn't take the bait. Maybe it was bait. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I need more sample size, a larger sample size of games to really say. And also, any games of myself against Dongon. I mean, yeah, it was just a standard punish there. He went for the slingshot and missed. And I think he meant he had to. I would imagine he meant to do runoff nair. That was a mistake. He was probably still holding forward from running. If that were nair, I wonder if it probably would have worked. But I know there's invincibility frames for the Lucas up smash, so maybe not. I bet it would have worked. Had he naired, that's probably what he wanted to do. But mistakes were made. Any more notes? What do I got here? I bet when he went on the platform here, Bailey was probably ready for bowling ball, right? That's probably why he went for the full jump fair there. But it just happened to work out. Oof. And this is one moment that I pointed out to Bailey, and I just want to look at it one more time. And this is something that that happens a lot against villager players. They go for the ledge hop aerial, and it always goes quite a fair bit away. So you kind of have to go for the back air out of shield. But for whatever reason, Bailey has at least he told me he has a habit of doing grab in that spot, and I don't really know why. It's a weird habit. This seems like a no-brainer, like, because it looked like he had made the right call. I'm going to shield. They're going to do the ledge hop aerial, and I'm going to punish with an out of shield aerial. But he did do it. Yeah. Well, I guess that's worth noting as well, eh? I mean, if they're going to do a forward smash. Actually, I mean, he didn't, like, punish that, really. What he's really punishing is the spot dodge. Yeah. So, yeah, the recovery time on bowling ball is pretty quick. So, like, even if you roll on, you're actually still okay, I think. Or the villager would still be okay. I think what he could have done was he could have just done like a forward tilt and punished Bailey's roll. Bowling ball is just that good. He could have done both. Yeah, so Dongon, if you're watching, I don't think he needed spot dodge there. I don't think. Let me look one more time. See how tight this timing was. Yeah, forward tilt's pretty quick. I think you would have hit him. Pretty sure. Maybe a clank. But I bet you'd hit him. Yeah. I mean, the first one missed. Like, Bailey missed his window on that first one. I don't think Bailey really gave a shit. He just wanted to hit him. And I guess Dongon thought he would throw out two, because you know he hadn't thrown out 2 bowling balls yet, so I guess he thought he would do it. And yeah, that's the game. So my big takeaway from all that was A, we can punish when he plants the tree. B, we can punish when he cuts the tree. And this is assuming we can get over the hydrant. That's the challenge. But also being mindful that jumping over the rocket, I keep calling it hydrant. If you jump over the rocket, you got to be wary of the slingshot. So I guess you got to determine what's more likely. Is it more likely that he wants to plant the tree? Is that his priority, or is it priority that he wants to hit you out of the sky? But yeah, shit. I feel like I have to watch this over to see what my thoughts even were. But I feel like this was helpful, even though I feel like I'm kind of scattered-brained at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Keeping in mind, of course, his platform antics, which, you know, of course, is likely the bowling ball. Also, he likes to run off the platform, throw the rocket, and also the dash attack off the platform. And I think another thing too was just when the rocket's thrown, it's very likely the priority is to plant the tree. And since we know that, we can find a way to run and punish. So, and I think if we can get in, especially as Roy, we can probably keep the pressure up, you know. So that's going to be my plan. Next time I play him or any villager, is to keep in mind all that stuff. Anyway, sorry this is a little bit scatterbrained. I'm still new at this, but I think this was helpful. But yeah, alright, peace.